Hey guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm so excited to do this video because today we are going to be doing a first impressions, and today we are going to be discovering an entirely new brand. At least I think it's pretty new. I think this brand is from England and it's just kind of recently come here to the United States. So today we're going to be looking at the brand CYO, and I picked up a few of their things at Walgreens. Here in the United States, I'm pretty sure that's the only store that they sell at. I think you can purchase online as well, but as far as going in store and looking at the colors and stuff, Walgreens is the only place you're going to be able to do it. And just a side note, not all Walgreens carries CYO yet. I went on the Walgreens website and searched for CYO, and the closest like 3 or 4 Walgreens near me did not carry it, so I had to go to a farther Walgreens. It was still only about 15 minutes away, so it wasn't that big of a deal, but just so you know, don't expect your closest Walgreens to automatically have CYO. Check their website first. I found out about this brand from the YouTuber Thataylaa. I love her. I've been watching her for probably close to a year now. I think she's great, and she does this Foundation Friday series on her channel, which is really fun. She tries a new foundation out every single Friday. And one of the Fridays she tried out the CYO foundation, and she has been raving about it ever since. It is in like every single one of her Foundation Friday videos as like a shade match reference for her. And she recently did a sponsored video with them, and she talked about all sorts of different products that they have, so that kind of piqued my interest. I was definitely curious about the brand, so I decided to go ahead and try some of the stuff for myself. But before we start trying out the makeup, make sure you are subscribed to my channel and you have the notification bell turned on so you know when I post. And if you like first impression videos, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. And now let's get into all the makeup. So I ended up buying 4 different products from CYO. The first, of course, being their foundation, and they actually have 2 different foundation formulas. This is the long-lasting foundation, the Lifeproof version. They also have a matte version. Now, from what I understand, this is more of like a dewy finish foundation, which is more of what I'm looking for these days. I feel like a matte foundation just looks too matte, even if it's more of like a natural matte finish. So this one hopefully will work out really well, and I ended up going with the shade 103. And then the 3 other products that I picked up were this contour, highlight, and blush palette. They're Cold Gel Eyeliner in black, and a lipstick in the shade Tune. So I have already primed my face. I used my Touch in Sol No Problem Primer. That's one that I've been using quite often lately, and I'm just going to apply my entire face of foundation with the Beauty Blender. I always use one, so I feel like using it with a brush on one side really won't do anything for me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use the Beauty Blender all over my face. And this is what the packaging of the Lifeproof foundation looks like. It's quite nice. It is just plastic, but it's like a really hard, sturdy plastic, I feel. It doesn't feel cheap at all. And of course you can see it has a pump. The matte foundation I think is like in a squeezy tube, so that's how you can tell the difference. So let's go ahead and pump some out here on my hand. That is what it looks like. Hopefully this is going to be the right color. It was very, very tricky trying to decide which color I should go with. I know the Thataylaa goes with 101, and she's a little bit more fair than me. I think she's cool toned. This one, 103, looked to be like the most yellow of the fair shades, which is why I went with this one. I think, what was that, like 2 pumps? I think maybe I'm gonna need a little bit more than that to cover my entire face, but not too much. Oh, and you do get 1 ounce of product. I'm just gonna go ahead and start dotting this all over my face. Oh, and I didn't even tell you the price of any of the products. Nothing is over $8, and the entire range was actually on sale for 15% off when I went to go purchase it yesterday, which was awesome. So I think the foundation retails for about $6, and I got it for like 5 something. I think that sounds about right. So everything is very affordable. I would say it's very similarly priced to like Wet n Wild, so I love that. All right, well, let's go ahead and blend this all out. And looking at it, I think the shade might be pretty good. Yeah, this seems to be blending in beautifully. Just first impressions, like literally 3 seconds in, I'm kind of loving this. Foundation all blended out, and I really, really like it. I think it's very skin-like. It's not too dewy. It's definitely not too matte. It's just very skin-like. So far so good. I'm gonna go ahead and put my concealer on, and I will set that with some powder. All right, so now let's take a look at the contour palette. I have it in the shade Fair Medium. There was one that was a little bit darker than this, which was nice to see. All right, but there was something weird about this that I didn't realize until after I had purchased it. But this is what the palette looks like. It's, again, a really nice heavy weight. When you open it up, it does have a pretty nice mirror, and then you've got your bronzer, a highlight shade, and a blush shade. But what I didn't realize when I purchased it is that the highlight shade and the blush shade are cream products, and that the contour bronzer shade is a powder. I'm not loving that. I thought they were going to all be powder products. but it is what it is. I purchased this. We will try it out today. I probably won't go into the highlight shade here because I already did put on some concealer, but we will try out the cream blush and of course the powder contour. All right, now I'm touching the powder here. It feels okay. Let me do a little swatch. I'll do swatches of all three of them. It does not appear to be super pigmented, but you can see there. And then let's try the cream product. There's the highlight shade and then the blush. Ooh, 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 CYO. I don't know about that color. Whew. I'm gonna have to use a very, very light hand with that because that is super pigmented. All right, but now I'm gonna go in with the bronzer contour shade. I think that's actually really pretty. It's blending out pretty nicely as well. So yeah, no complaints with this so far. Looking in the viewfinder here, I feel maybe the foundation is a little too dark. It might have oxidized at this point on me. So I'm gonna go ahead and bronze up my chest a little bit too. All right, now we're gonna move on to the blush and I'm going to use the teeny tiniest amount. I'm not loving the shade, I gotta say, and it's just so pigmented. Whew, all right, wish me luck. Oh yeah. See, it's just kind of like staying right there, so now I'm going to try and get all that product off of my brush here and blend it out. I'm gonna take my beauty blender and blend it out some more. Yeah, I'm not loving the blush, I gotta say. I don't see myself using this product again. I will, of course, go ahead and do this on my other cheek, but I feel like just to get this little flush, it was just too much work when I can just, you know, put a powder on, you know, not really worry about it. Yeah, not my favorite, but that's okay. And then for highlighter, I'm just gonna go in with my Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter in the shade Pearl. So this is what my face is looking like so far. I think it might be slightly too dark for me, but I'm gonna go ahead off camera and finish up the rest of my makeup, or up until I need to put on my eyeliner, which I will do on camera, and then I will also do the lipstick on camera. So I just went ahead and did my eyes and my eyebrows, and now it is going to be time for the eyeliner. And this is called the Kohl Gel Eyeliner. It says Setting Our Sights right on it, and it is just in the shade Black. So it is one that you do have to sharpen right here, but oh, I have a little guest. Hi.
Hello.
He's come prepared. He has a step stool and everything.
Hello.
All right, so what are we doing tonight?
We are in the same family.
Yes.
But we are going on a date night to Agave.
Yes, Harry asked me out on a date, which was so cute. So we're gonna go have some quesadillas, maybe some tacos at a local restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so excited. So.
And
yes.
If you live close, it's called Agave, and
yes.
It's over by Subway.
Yes, right by Subway. All right, let me finish getting ready, okay? And then we'll go, okay? Just me and you. Oh, are you gonna stay here while I do this eyeliner? All right, yeah, move that out of the way, please. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the eyeliner on. Let's see how well it glides on. And you guys know I do prefer to use these kind of eyeliners as opposed to a liquid liner on the top. I just find them easier.
Hey, Logan. Oh, it looks good.
Thank you. It's gliding on pretty nice. Hopefully it stays. Okay, careful, that's a hot light. I've got one right underneath my face.
Right underneath my face? Plus, did you know, guys, the mirror that Mom's looking in has a light.
It does. It's not turned on right now, but it does have a light. So that's what it looks like on my top. I'm gonna go ahead and line my waterline with it as well.
Guys.
What, Harry?
If you can see my face, my
they
mouth.
can see you.
I'm saying because this morning it wasn't very good, so I lost my screens. And if you're wondering what time it is, here's the time. No, it's 4:46.
Thank you. All right, I don't love how this is going in my waterline, and I did kind of mess up a little bit here. I don't think this is gonna last all day, my waterline, that is for sure. So here's the eyeliner completely on. I'm gonna go ahead and set that with a black eyeshadow, just the one from my Pan That palette.
Can I see that eyelids? Ooh, beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Stop, Harry. And can you hear Ivy upstairs too?
Yeah, she's
screaming. She's upstairs with Dad. Now I'm gonna go ahead and finish off my lower lash line and put on some mascara.
Mascara. I want some mascara on.
You don't need any mascara. Okay, well, kids don't wear mascara, okay?
Well, you can wipe it off before we get.
No, I'm not. No, first of all, mascara is very hard to take off. And second of all, you've got to be like at least 16 to wear mascara, okay? Eyes are completely done, and I think the eyeliner looks pretty nice, but I'm just worried that it's not going to last in the waterline all day. I will, of course, check in at the end of the night and we'll take a look at it. But now on for my final step, I'm going to go ahead and use this lipstick. What, Harry? Oh my gosh. You guys wonder why I film only at night, you know? All right, so this is the lipstick. It is a red. I will say as far as like nude shades go,
No lipstick on.
no lipstick. I will say as far as nude shades go, I felt the collection was really lacking. I didn't like any of the nude or lighter shades that they had, but I did think this one was pretty. And this one, again, is called Tune with an exclamation point on it. So here is a swatch.
Let me see.
So that is what it looks like.
It's just a burning light.
This is supposed to be a matte lipstick, I think, so hopefully it'll last through our tacos. Let's see how it applies. All right, it's a very dry formula. I'm just gonna tell you right now. And it's a little bit more orangey than I thought it was going to be. Not bad, but okay, yeah, this is really, really dry. It's tugging a lot. It's kind of hard for me to get it everywhere, so I'm gonna be at this a while, I feel. Yeah, you can't even go like that to move the color around. This is so dry. So if we can kind of see, this is what the lips look like. What do you think, Harry?
Good.
You think it looks good?
Yeah.
Thank you. It's a very, very dry formula. Probably one of the most dry lipstick formulas I've ever tried. Maybe even more dry than the MAC Retro Matte Lips. It is super dry. But hopefully that means that the lasting power is going to be really, really good. All right, so let's go outside and see what all this looks like in natural light. Okay, it is so windy out, but this is what it looks like. What do we think of the shade match for the foundation, guys? I can't even see the viewfinder.
Can you even show me?
There's Harry. Oh my gosh, he is so crazy. Alright, so this is what it looks like. I really like the foundation. The lipstick I think looks nice and hopefully it's going to last a long time. Hold on, Harry, I'm talking, okay? It was just very hard to get on. The eyeliner, I think, again, looks nice, but I don't think it's going to last very long on the waterline. And as far as the contour powder goes, I think the powder itself was nice. I was not a big fan of the cream blush, though. Check-in time is 4:46, and now let's go get some tacos, okay? All right, so it is now time for our first check-in. It is now 6:27 p.m. Harry and I went out to dinner. We were gonna go to our local little Mexican restaurant place, but that was closed. I don't know why it was closed. Google and Facebook both said that the restaurant should be open today, so I don't know what was going on, so we just ended up going to Chili's. I got some grilled chicken to eat for dinner, and then we split a molten chocolate cake because, of course, we were at Chili's, we had to. And I think the lipstick in particular is doing so well. I cannot believe how like unworn it looks. It looks pretty darn fresh, so I'm quite impressed with that. And as far as how it feels, like I said, and as you could see, it really dragged when I put it on. So it's a very, very matte formula. It was hard to put on, but as far as how it feels right now, it's really not uncomfortable at all. Like I can kind of tell that I'm wearing something, but it's not uncomfortable for me anyways at all, which is really nice. So despite it being so difficult to put on, I'm quite impressed with how well it wore through dinner. So I would definitely consider picking up another shade or two of this if there was another shade that I liked. Like I said earlier in the video, the shade selection was kind of eh for me. All right, but let's take a look now at the eyeliner here. And yeah, this is kind of a weird angle, but you can kind of see that it's wearing from my waterline. It's still kind of there, so it's not completely gone. Up above here, it looks perfectly fine. I do usually get some transfer up in this area on this eye, and that has not happened, so that is awesome. And then as far as like the contour and the foundation goes, I think it's looking pretty good. I think the foundation might be slightly too yellow for me, even though I do definitely prefer a yellow foundation over a pink foundation. And I think the first two shades in the line were more pink based. That's what it looked like to me anyways, so that's why I went with this shade. I feel like it's a little darker than I usually go with a foundation, but I don't think it's a terrible shade match. I'm gonna play with it a little bit, and maybe I will mix in something a little bit lighter next time I wear it, just to kind of see how I like that look on me. But as far as how it's wearing, I think it's wearing pretty nicely. I do have like a little mark here. I don't know if like a little piece of hair kind of like got into the foundation right here, but that looks a little strange. I don't think it's like actually any product. I just think like literally a piece of hair kind of wiped some of it away. I don't know if you can see that. So that looks a little bit weird. Let me go ahead and pat that out. So that didn't work so well. It kind of lifted off some of the other product that I had on my nose. All right, word to the wise, don't try and fix the foundation once you've applied it with a beauty blender. It doesn't work too well. But as far as like how my forehead looks, I think that looks really nice. I'm still dewy, but I'm not greasy looking, I don't think. And then for the contour, I think that still, you can still see it here and then around my forehead. So that's wearing pretty well. I mean, it's really, I know it's only been a couple hours, but, and then as far as the blush, looks fine. Again, it's not really my style. I don't like the cream blush and it was a little bit difficult to blend out, but I think you can still kind of see it. So I'm probably gonna come back and check in around 11 o'clock or midnight so we can get a pretty long wear test out of this foundation to see how it holds up for a longer period of time. So I will be back then. So it is now time for the final check-in. Right now it is 11:18, so I think this foundation and all of my makeup have been on for just about 7 hours. This is what my face and all of the makeup is looking like now. You can see I am quite shiny on quite a few places on my face, which I kind of expected. I know this was not a matte foundation, but I think it's held up really well. It's not really breaking apart anywhere. Sorry, I'm trying to look in my mirror here, but I don't think it's really breaking apart anywhere, which is really nice. So if I had a little blotting sheet, I think that would really take care of all of the shine and leave the foundation looking pretty much as it was when I first put it on. So yeah, I am quite impressed with this foundation. The Thataylaa did not steer me wrong. I will definitely be using it again. And the shade, I don't know, I think this is a little bit darker than I usually go, which is why it's kind of throwing me off a little bit, but I don't think it's bad. So like I said, I'm going to continue to use it. I might mix in a little bit of a lighter foundation, especially as we get back into fall time. I definitely will have to do that, I'm sure, because I have had a little bit of sun lately. But overall for the foundation, it gets 2 thumbs up from me. And then let's take a look at the lipstick, and it definitely has worn off a little bit. I did have a little snack not too long ago, but it's not bad. It's definitely not super fresh looking, but I do think it looks pretty good for how long I've had it on. And I did go ahead and bring down my MAC Ruby Woo just to kind of compare the formulas, because this was very, very dry, very, very hard to apply, though it feels fine right now. I have no complaints as far as how it feels, but I'm just curious as to how this applies compared to the CYO one. So here's the Ruby Woo, and it does drag a little bit. Now let me go ahead and put the CYO one on my hand. Yeah, I mean, really, they do feel very similar. And then as far as the eyeliner goes, I have no transfer on the top of my lid, which is awesome. As far as the waterline goes, again, there isn't much there. I definitely will use this eyeliner again though, but I'm just very impressed that this one did not transfer at all to the top of my lid. It's like my main concern with eyeliner these days, and this one definitely passed that test with flying colors, so I will definitely use that again. And the last thing to talk about is this contour, highlight, and blush palette. I think the contour looks okay still. I will definitely use that again, but I don't know that I would reach for the cream blush or the cream highlight ever again. It's just, they're not my thing. I'm not a huge fan of the color, and like I mentioned, and as you saw when I was applying it, it did take a little bit of time to blend it out, and just the color in general was not my cup of tea. But overall, I'm really happy that I tried a few CYO products out. The standout out of everything that I've tried for me was the foundation. It just looks really, really nice, aside from the shine, which, like I said, you can easily take care of with a little blotting sheet. And I really like the eyeliner too, how it didn't transfer. That was pretty awesome. So let me know if you guys have tried any of these products, what worked for you, what didn't work for you. Is there anything else within the line that I should try? Or is there any other brand that you want to see me do a first impressions of? Definitely let me know down below and I can check it out. But I think that wraps up this video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and watching this video. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my future uploads. If you enjoy first impressions, please go ahead and give this one a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. We can also connect on Instagram. I will have that linked down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!